Hey everybody, so we are live. I'm waiting for Facebook to catch up. And so now we have live today. Good afternoon. So it's it's Wednesday, April 5th, and we're doing our live stream for lunchtime. So today again, what we're doing is, I'm gonna block that camera, is streaming YouTube and Facebook live at the same time. And I'm talking about video, doing it every Wednesday at noon so I can convey the importance to you of using video in your online marketing strategy. So it's not really just about social media. It's for your website, for conversions, email marketing. Video is totally associated with a bigger click-through rate in emails, and you should be using email marketing as part of your digital marketing strategy. But we had this idea of doing live video. One reason is because it is it's getting through all the algorithms right now. So it's very popular on Facebook. We can use a live video on Instagram, and we can use it to get through the algorithm that Facebook holds us back. And now we also have it on YouTube, but in YouTube it's referred to as a YouTube broadcast. So and if you looked at the article I talked about last week, I wrote a blog post and did a video for Entrepreneur Magazine, and we talked about social media productivity. And and it was about how to economize your time and not get caught up in being on social all day long and taking away from actually running your core business, right? So we have to work on marketing and actually run the business. And if you're small or medium, that can be tough because you can't afford the help. But even if you do, as the owner of the business, as the face of it, you're going to spend some time as being the face of social and marketing. Is about and that led us to, well, if we want to do Facebook Live and we want to do a YouTube broadcast and then Instagram Live, can we do that all at the same time? So that's what we're exploring. In addition, what I wanted to show you about video, because a lot of people shy away from it because of the cost, and we know the cost has come down a lot in the last 5 years. Part of this video is being shot with my smartphone. The other is just from my webcam, so completely free right now for this kind of video. My scripted videos cost more because I have an editor. But we wanted to show you the stuff that goes wrong, right? Because you see in scripted video, the polished version, it's edited, it's clipped, we add titles to it, add captions to it, and then I can add more text at the bottom. But I wanted to get into, and we are making a blooper reel for the scripted videos of the stuff that goes wrong. So last week, as you know, we tried for the first time to do YouTube Live and Facebook Live at the same time. And there are a number of issues with that. One is the YouTube live stream failed. And we ended up doing it, I think we did it after. Yeah, I ended up doing afterwards. And what happened there was I'm using some software called OBS, that's the encoder, and that actually does the YouTube streaming. And there had been a settings change, and it actually sent out a nice giant black screen, which then, because so it goes out to the subscribers in an email, and it just came out as absolutely blank. Facebook Live, that worked, but was sideways, and we were trying a different camera orientation. So this week, we're doing it all again. So we're still using OBS encoder, excuse me, to stream to YouTube Live, but I'm using a smartphone to stream to Facebook Live. So two cameras. And that's so as you move up in your video production, that's what you'll see is you're going to get to an A camera, B camera, and one of my clients is actually using 5 cameras at one time. So issues with doing 2 live streams at once. It's against Facebook's terms of service to stream 2 things. So you can't, but it's okay to use 2 cameras. So that's not against their terms of service, but you can't take the Facebook live stream and place it elsewhere. There is some software to help work around that, and that's still within the terms of service, and I'll give you those names. I haven't decided which one we're going to go with, and I'm investigating this for myself and for one of my clients. So we're looking at Wirecast, and that is the favorite right now. Manycam, a Restream, and I have to look at my list. And so BeLive TV, only using for Facebook, it's great because all the chats show up really huge. Issues with using BeLive is that they have their branding mark on it, and there's no way to get rid of it. But Wirecast, you can remove the branding mark and add your own hashtags and branding to it at a certain point. So that is right now my favorite for doing dual stream live, and this is part of social media productivity. And we're going to come back to that answer is what's the best choice to use. And Minicam haven't tried out yet. Restream actually haven't tried out. This is all in the last week. So I hope you checked out last week's live stream. And what we were talking about there, in addition to just live video in general, was did it actually matter? It was a bit of an experiment. Did it actually matter that I was not at a live event streaming and I wasn't on a mobile device streaming? So what I was using was the webcam for the Facebook stream, and I wanted to see did that actually make a difference. Well, I have to say the reach of that video was not as good as previous videos. So I had done a live stream the week before, which did really, really well. And we were, not a week before, 2 weeks before, and we were actually filming a scripted video. So it was a live video while we were doing a scripted video. And so a total experiment. And that got great reach, a typical reach of a live video on Facebook, getting 9, 10 times the reach of a normal post. And that's what we want to see. That's our goal with live video, is to get through that algorithm and get a much bigger reach there so you can build likes to your Facebook page, get people to your website. The other experiment was I was an MC at a Toastmasters event last Monday. And so we did 2 live videos there. We did like a pregame show with some of the contestants and then a post-game live videos on a show with the winners, and posted that on a smaller Facebook page. And that just did like gangbusters on that page, tons and tons of reach. But what we really know from these 4 live events is that it's not so much of what device am I using, because we know that Facebook can tell and YouTube can tell what device we're coming from. It's not really the device or where we actually are, what we're doing. It's the same as any other Facebook post. It's the amount of comments and likes that you're getting. So the interactions are what makes a post reach further than a normal post would, and this is included with the live videos. So yes, you're going to get a ton more reach with a Facebook live video and a YouTube live broadcast and Instagram live video, but the likes and comments will get you more. So that said, if you like this video, hit the like button below. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, subscribe, or like my Facebook page, where either way you're watching it right now, because this is going successfully this time on at both at the same time. And it's funny because I can see the 2 cameras in front of me. So Facebook Live, there's no buffering going on. YouTube broadcast, which is this left-hand camera, there's a delay. So it's a little distracting, but when you do a video, so you're going to ask people to like your page, or subscribe to your YouTube channel, because then they get a notification. You get a notification that I just went live on Facebook, a notification via email that I'm live doing a YouTube broadcast live. And this is how you build up a subscriber base to your pages and your other social media channels. You can ask people for those likes and those follows and comments. Just remind them to engage. You also want to remind them to turn on their notifications. This goes for Facebook, Instagram. You want to remind users every once in a while to turn on post notifications, so they see that, because we're always battling the algorithm and trying to get notifications into people's news feeds, but we know that Facebook, YouTube clamps it all down. So I want to encourage you to try video as part of your marketing strategy and repurpose the video. Check out my latest article on entrepreneur.com, or actually 1 article ago last week, entrepreneur.com. I talked about productivity hacks, and that did really, really well on Twitter. Lots of retweets there because there's lots of good information. I talk about the tools we actually use. This last entrepreneur article was about tech leaders. So I interviewed a bunch of tech leaders at Affiliate Summit West in January in Las Vegas. And then I did PubCon in South Florida, Fort Lauderdale, where I did the same kind of interview, less people. The first group was Uber, eBay, and Shopify leaders. They gave us their success and business tips. So check that out, and I'll put a link to that article under both versions of this, whether you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook. But you can always follow me on Entrepreneur for my articles there. So social media news. Part of my Wednesday, I want to do like a really quick roundup. 2 things, not a huge big week of changes, but one of them, they're both Facebook. So on your personal Facebook news posts, so this doesn't apply to pages yet, and I expect that it will appear to pages soon. If you're on Facebook and you notice that your friends are putting whatever their comments are, their posts, they appear with a colored background. So you can have white text on a purple background. And I wish I could demonstrate it, but it's not a capability for live video right now. If I end up using one of these other apps like Wirecast, I'll be able to actually do screen shares. It'll be kind of cool. But we're not there yet. So you see your friends on Facebook sharing stuff that looks like it's like a Sami card or just a graphic that they put up, and that's actually something you can create on Facebook. Very, very basic graphics there, nothing special, but it's not available to pages at this time. So if you're wondering what that is, that's Facebook's one of two changes this week. And it's like every week they're adding something. So you're trying to work on your branding or social media, it's a challenge. The other thing that Facebook has going on is they are adding an alternate news feed. So if it isn't hard enough to get through the news feed and get your posts and your business seen on social, now Facebook has this alternate news stream. And it's in the app. It was tested out beta in January on iOS. So for you Apple guys, I'm an Android user, so we are just seeing this roll out this past week. I actually haven't seen it in my news stream yet, but I haven't been on Facebook too much this week except for my business page. So you can see it, it's marked, and it's marked by the word explore, so you can have these dual news streams, news feeds going on, and it's for Facebook to encourage you to connect with other people. So you're seeing a news feed of people that you don't follow, that you don't like, brands that not that you don't like, that you have not liked yet, or pages that you're not following. So it's more adding more discovery. Pinterest, lots of changes this week, but we'll get to Pinterest in 1 minute. So those are the two changes for Facebook. They don't really affect pages as of right now, so not business pages right now, but we know that Facebook and Instagram continue to push video content. You should continue to use it or begin to use it as part of your social strategy. And the alternate feed, the Explorer feed, is also putting video up front first. So if that's not enough encouragement for you to try scripted video or live video, then maybe you could get on that now. So that's it for social media news. Hopefully you check out, I have two YouTube channels, Metronicom. So if you're watching this on YouTube Live right now, that's where you are, so you know the channel. Please subscribe. We shot 2 videos yesterday. So do block shooting. So talk about being productive in your social media management and not getting like all wrapped up posting silly things online. We do block shooting when we do scripted videos. So last week, Wednesday, when I did Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and then we ran to the other room and did 2 scripted videos. I was kind of sick last week, so I only could do 2. But yesterday, we shot 4 videos, and those will last for the next 2 weeks. So I actually have a good stockpile of videos coming up. So what we shot is about Pinterest. So Pinterest is expanding their offerings for Spanish-speaking users. And I have a notice on Facebook that says my connection is weak. I got to get better Wi-Fi in the house. So Pinterest expanded to Spanish-speaking users, lots more offering there. So if you have a business product or service, it appeals to the Spanish community, or even if it doesn't, and you can just get it translated easily into Spanish, I suggest you use that on Pinterest. We know that Pinterest users they spend more per transaction. They are dedicated shoppers, not as big of a follow or user base as Facebook. Nobody has that. However, they are shoppers, and it's very easy to shop off of Pinterest. Facebook, yes and no. You're always dealing with the algorithm. Pinterest, it's a lot easier to reach out to your target audience, so I encourage you to try to use Pinterest. Other that Pinterest added more features. They're trying to do a lot of discovery. It'll help you with search and discovery of products, services using images, so you don't actually have to type anything in. So they've added another browser button that lets us click on something that's on another website and then look for it in Pinterest, which is another awesome feature. 2 other videos coming out. You'll see it on my YouTube channel. I have my best 5 social media tips. They're really about the basics, but they apply to anyone who's already on social and brands that are there, stepping back, looking at your strategy, revisiting, rethinking. So check that video out. I think that one will be up this Saturday. I'm not sure if there's one ahead of it. I don't know where we are in editing. I have someone edit my scripted videos because it's a productivity. I can't spend that much time on that, and it takes a while to make them look nice. So I gotta see where we are with editing, but I think that's the one coming out, 5 social media tips. And then I added how to use video to increase your social media following. And I also have the rest of, on the Metro and Y YouTube channel, I also have the rest of the productivity series from Affiliate Summit and PubCon. That's the one I talked about before. There are actually 4 videos in that, 2 from Affiliate Summit, 2 from PubCon. I interviewed Dennis Yu, Kat Hasselkorn. I have Uber, eBay in there, Shopify leaders from Clicky. So great leaders. They talk about their business and success tips and how to motivate yourself when you kind of feel like this is really a challenge. So check those out on my channel. Entrepreneur picks those up and rebroadcasts them on their YouTube channel, but they lag behind me. But all those videos are already up on my channel now, and you'll see them come up on there later. So back to dual stream. So we're going to be testing out other apps, and you'll see other things that kind of go wrong when you're doing live video. And we're going to test out Wirecast and Be Live and Medicam and Restream and see which one works the best. But right now it's looking like it's Wirecast. However, there's a cost associated with that, so I'm not sure which one we're going to end up using, but we want to see the interactions. And then. So that's what I have for now. I'm encouraging you to keep doing live video. Oh, I have an article up. It's actually, if you're on Facebook, it's below this. So YouTube users, you got to go over to Facebook, check this one out. I did an interview with Toastmasters Magazine, and we had done this over the winter, so it just got published now, and it came out about 2 days ago. I have it on my LinkedIn profile. If you want to connect with me on LinkedIn, that would be great. And it was actually on my Instagram yesterday. It's on the Facebook page today, and we've boosted that post a little bit. So check out, it's a little bit of my story and background and how I got involved in digital marketing, and then how really I got involved in public speaking, because Toastmasters is all about public speaking. That's what the next video is this weekend. I talk about how to improve the audio of your scripted videos or your live videos. And I talk about a little bit about Toastmasters and working on your speaking skills and eye contact and your presentation. So you know a bad speaker when you see one. They kind of annoy you with either certain gestures or verbal habits. So I'm in Toastmasters. I'm the president of my club, and I emceed an event for them last week, which was really fun and awesome. I love the community. I love getting the feedback on speaking. So check out that video, which is about improving videos because you're improving yourself. And these are tips that will help you out in business. So that is it for this week's live stream. I hope you join me every Wednesday around noon, and we'll talk a little bit more about videos and producing videos, productivity, but we'll get more into social media. I have some ideas for a series coming up, and you could always leave comments on YouTube, leave comments on Facebook. I love replying to those. Connect with me on Twitter under Matroni. I'm very, very active on Twitter, and you leave something there, you will get a real response from me, or we'll connect on LinkedIn as well. So hope you like this. Comments, questions below, and I'll leave links to the Toastmasters article, the Entrepreneur article, and then cross posts between YouTube and Facebook of where you can find each channel. It was great talking to you. See you soon.